You get it to the latter stages of any competition, none more so than the final. You want to try and win it, so a lot of emotions. But I think we've gave a good account of ourselves over the season. It's been a difficult, long, hard season for the girls. And to concede again, if we look at the goals that we've conceded, there is another 2 from set pieces.
Could you have done more offensively during the game?
100%. Yeah, I think, to be honest with you, I think the game there, I don't think we really had proper control when we were in possession, and we struggled to really create opportunities for us to score.
What needs to happen next year to take the next step to win the league and to win the Scottish Cup?
Well, I think it's a work in progress. If we look at it, we're 3 years. That's 3 years we've been professional. There's massive expectation levels put on players coming into Rangers Football Club. The learning experience that they've gained will really stand them in good stead for next season.
The team's just fallen short of a potential treble with the results in the last couple of weeks. How do you look back on those last couple of weeks, and what had to change really to make it a success?
I think it's fine. There's fine margins. I think when you do create opportunities to score, you've got to take them. And certainly the league campaign, we know that in certain games that we should have converted, and chances that we created, and we never done that. But I've got to say that no matter what, we always kept the light at the end of the tunnel for us. We were still always playing for something this season, so that's a major positive for us. We've managed to win one trophy. We've managed to get to the Scottish Cup final and very close to retaining a championship. So there's a lot of positives to speak about.
So obviously your last game as women's team manager. How would you reflect over your tenure with them? Have you spoke to the club about what's next for you?
I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity the club has given me. It's not just the last 3 years. I've been involved way back from Alec McLeish's day, and I've been allowed, I've been gifted the opportunities to go abroad and work and come back to Rangers again and use the experience. So again, I'm extremely grateful to the club for gifting me that. And again, to be involved with this group of players has been fantastic. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I've also learned from it. So I'm pleased.
There's not going to be major changes really needed from the new manager, whoever that is, when they come in to make this Rangers team successful, is there?
Well, I think our principles at the club will stay the same, and I think it's always the case where at the end of the season we'll reflect on it and we'll look at where do we need to strengthen the squad, what will we do moving forward. But again, that'll be a conversation with the new manager that comes in.
The crowd today was just over 10,000 now. Last season's final we were looking at just under 5. There's been a growth across recent months, probably the kind of excitement of the finality of the campaign maybe contributed to that, but it's important now to harness that interest and to try and sustain it going forward.
Definitely, and I think if you look at us at the end of the game there, for the girls, for me, they go over to the fans and they're hurting just now. Obviously, they're losing the Scottish Cup final there, but they're still going over there, and we're still respectful of the fact and appreciative of the fact that the numbers are turning, the numbers are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So yeah, I think it's massive, and I think, to be honest with you, the learning that we'll get from that. We've got Kirsty McLean playing there, we've got Emma Watson playing there, and we've got 2 young kids coming on. Laura Berries came on and obviously scored a goal, but was seen to be chalked off. So it's fantastic for the club going forward. I know that a lot of people will not agree with me just now, but it's something that takes time. It doesn't just happen overnight. And all the experiences that we've gained, the highs of winning the championship last year and going into Europe, and then the disappointment of not retaining the championship and losing this cup final, winning the League Cup final. So that it's about making sure that you don't get too high and don't get too low, that you can pitch yourself in the middle.
What about that goal? Did you think it was offside?
Definitely onside. I would say that, but I think VAR's came in and they've deemed it offside, so we can't argue with the technology, So I've not seen it, but disappointed for Laura, because it would have been fantastic for that young girl to have scored at the National Stadium,
She is only 15.
Well, maybe 14. Yeah, I think she's 15 years of age. So that fills my heart with joy, because I come from a background of developing players, and she had no qualms about getting on that park. She was not phased by it in any shape or form. She was desperate to go on and run about. So yeah, it's great.
Why was it you turned to Laura as an example to kind of try and get the game back into your control, with Meg and Sam on the bench as well?
Sam, unfortunately, there was no way she could play in that game. You know, we tried all week to try and get her to a stage that she could be, you know, she could be fit to play, but it wouldn't have been the right thing to do. You know, and Laura's a striker. She's number 9, and you know, so I just felt that let's give her the experience. Let's go in there. We've done it all season, not just myself, but the rest of the staff. We've got absolute faith and belief in, and it doesn't matter whether we're saying this, she's only 15, whether you're 15 or 30. If you're good enough, then you're going to go and get the opportunity to play.
What do you reflect on as your legacy? I know it's a bit raw just now after the Scottish Cup, but we've obviously talked during the week a couple of times. How do you look on it now?
I think being part of it. I think being part of a group of players that have went through some real good times and some real hard times. But the one thing is that we all stick together and we learn from it. We move on. You know, very difficult just now to speak about. You know, well, obviously we've lost to our city rivals, but there's a lot of positives in it.
Thanks, man.
Done. Thank you.
Cheers, Malky.